Welcome to another episode of Random Ish with Sanja. What's crack-a-laggin'? How you doing today? I'm good. I gotta tell you, lots going on. Lots going on in my life. Lots going on in the world. So let's talk about it. Oh, I'm so excited. Look, I'm mic'd. Can you see? So today, hopefully on this episode, you'll be definitely hearing me a lot better. I'm so excited about that. Also brought the topic. So today we'll be doing a little random conversation today. Get all up into it. Lots going on. Happy to say that the country is finally taking steps to rebuilding. Yay! Are we all excited and happy about this, Stimmy? My daughter keeps telling me basically, you know what's going to happen is there will be no TVs left. So, considering the fact that I have a teeny tiny TV and we'll need to get a bigger one, she's like, you better hurry up and get that because they're going to be all gone. There will be no more TVs. It'll be like the toilet paper. Just playing. We're gonna do the right things. We're gonna invest. We're gonna pay our back bills and all of that good stuff. Shouts out to all of those who are following us on Instagram, our little Instagram account, Manifest Beauty TV. Appreciate all of you guys who are really kicking in and listening because I'm saying this is a new avenue that a sister wants to take, doing the video podcasting TV show channel thing. Ooh, I'm enjoying myself, you know. Got new household members. Not pets, guys. No. Got the child with me. Yay! So that's very, very exciting for me. Yeah, because you know I feel like it's the light at the end of the tunnel. That your kids, you love them and you only want the best for them, but you gotta let them do their thing just the same way you had to do yours. You know, apple doesn't fall from the tree, so she's dope. So I know that I don't really have that much to worry about. It's all good. You know, we all make mistakes. I'm just saying. So, love seems to be the theme of the week, you guys. I feel like this is all about love right now. We all just witnessed a couple of things, right? I'm happy I got an extension in my family, and apparently there's another family that has decided to split ways, and everybody's talking about it, right? I'm talking about, of course, the Meghan Markel interview. Word. Yo, we knew that, of course, that there was some issues and some trouble going on. Like, we knew that, right? From the get-go, her dad acting like a damn fool, you know? Wouldn't be quiet, then had the big deal with the wedding and everything. The wedding was gorgeous. The wedding was absolutely gorgeous. And, of course, I have a related story. I got to marry a couple on that day. Beautiful wedding. We had so much fun. So I'm glad to see that Meghan and Harry are strong and doing the damn thing. Oprah was pissed she wouldn't give up the actual day of when the baby is coming. She was like, sometime during the summer. Oh, but I'm sure she probably did tell Oprah afterwards in private, you know. I feel like Oprah knows how to keep some secrets, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Oprah definitely does. Meghan and Harry obviously know how to keep some secrets too. Because the things that we heard, the things that were revealed, what is the baby going to look like? The baby's going to be beautiful. That's what it's going to look like. It's going to be beautiful because when you get little black and white babies, little mulatto babies, they're beautiful, you know? So, the firm. We don't want to say too much, right? Because we don't want the firm coming after us. But you know what it made me think of? So, of course, if you've seen, like, what is it, The Royals, The Crown, and then what was that one show on freaking E that was with the girl and the guy with the star, and it was kind of like, we thought it was like Tom Cruise, and who is it all about? And he was with the Scientology church type thing. Well, it reminded me kind of something like that she was really in, like, lockdown. She said she didn't leave the house for months. How you don't leave the house for months? Like, well. Okay, so I won't say that now because we're all kind of doing that. We all now know how that feels to not leave the house for months. And that is messed up, yo. That's messed up. She didn't have any training. No security is going to be had for her son. Oh, yeah. Well, you guys all saw it. It's just ridiculous. But it did make me think about how much are we willing to put up with the facade versus having a good reality. I think that what they have done now with their whole deciding that they would rather live their own life than take the little money, honey, okay, from the fam. They want to do their own thing. I think that kind of goes to show you that in this day and age, maybe not before, right? Maybe not before, but right now, there's certain people are not willing to do whatever it takes to get the money. Like, they're just not. They'd rather have peace in their life. They'd rather have, the ability to make their own choices. Yo! The stories that we saw, like the hose, the pantyhose, you gotta wear pantyhose. Girl, you know how freeing it is to wear a dress and not wear pantyhose? Like, there's generations out there now that are like, pantyhose? The hell? What's that? They only know about Spanx. They only know about the waist trainer. Pantyhose, what is that? I can't believe she had to wear pantyhose underneath her skirts. Ridiculous. When you come from freedom, I think that that's ridiculous, and that's something that she had pointed out. And I feel like there's a little bit of a line with kind of being in an abusive relationship and kind of what she was going through. What is this? I saw another, like, forget about that crazy, but this is another crazy thing that I think is awesome. This is a crazy thing, but it's awesome. Dionne Warwick. Did you guys see that she was trending? Yeah. For writing your bio on Twitter, you guys. So, yeah, don't you want that? I do. Hashtag Dionne Warwick. Yeah, so all you got to do is share one of her tweets. So go to Dionne Warwick's Twitter account, share one of her tweets, and she gonna write your bio for you, man. Yeah, how about that? How about that? Speaking of how about that, how about we take a little break and show you the other things that we've got going on here on MBE.
Clothesline, world-class service with a personal touch, offering commercial laundering services, wash, dry, and fold with free pickup and drop-off included, dry cleaning services, and coin-op laundry. Be sure to check out the Facebook page, The Clothesline, for cleaning tips you can use at home. theclotheslinelaundromat.com.
And welcome back to Random-ish with Sanja. How you doing? So, talking about Meghan Markle and the interview, all of that good stuff, but really not so much that. What is making me, the questions that is bringing up to myself is, she brought up a lot of things. A lot of people think that she's a very strong woman and that she would, you're living the dream. You're now considered a royal. You've got this dream relationship. You just had a baby, As you can hear, even my voice just said, yeah, no. Yeah, they couldn't even get that out because obviously it was a dream, but it was also a nightmare at the same time. And she had to live it in silence. And one of the things that I think is important, because I've had a couple of people that have taken their own lives in my life, that we ask people, are you okay? That was something that she really touched upon, that it was something that saved her, the discussions, communication that she had between herself and Harry, because obviously at her expressing that she wasn't okay to other people didn't really do anything. So I just want to remind everybody, to the strong people in your life, literally the strong ones, not the ones who literally call you with every problem, but the ones who are getting the calls from people when they are in need of advice. Those are the ones that you kind of need to check in on, make sure that they are doing okay, and make sure that they are taking care of themselves and putting up boundaries and all of that good stuff, because life is really short and it's really crazy right now. But I'm very hopeful. I feel like we are stepping into what will be a new normal. Lots of good things going on. Like in my state, they will be taking care of daycare for the next 6 months. I think that is a beautiful thing, because dude, seriously, daycare literally could be as much as your rent. So especially for single moms, that will be a beautiful thing. So make sure if you have your kids out there in daycare, you find out about getting that replenished. What is this what is this? Oh, good gravy. Yeah, okay, I saw, what was her, John McCain's daughter.
And if we have two American women, Meghan Markle and Oprah Winfrey, who are single-handedly finishing what George Washington and our revolutionary counterparts did, I'm all for it.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what is going on here with people right now. Even Sharon Osbourne, like, girl, what is going on with you? It's like, do we even want to give her any light? Yeah, well, she made a quick little comment about, people trying to start finish what George Washington started. And it was just like, what was trending was Whoopi Goldberg's reaction, talking about The View. John McCain's daughter. Yeah, we don't want to say her name. Another man. But so she was talking smack, and what? I can't believe that we still. I don't know. I think that racism needs to continue to be shamed by the entire world, and I think that what happened with the Meghan Markle interview, and even that Pierce guy, I think that is going to. It's time to start shaming these people, because it's only knowledge that is preventing you, and wisdom that is preventing you. And something that I thought was very interesting was that Harry pointed out that until he actually went through it and was with a Black woman, that he finally understood that this racism thing is really real. Because people do, it's like, I have a lot of, melanin challenged friends, is what I like to call them. And sometimes when you're in conversation with them, it's like they try to dismiss it because they think, well, that if people aren't like, if they're, well, I'm not seeing people get hung, and, people aren't just saying, the N-word like they were. So they think that it's not really as serious, or that it actually is. So I think that it's a great point that Harry made, because, a lot of different types of people, nationalities, watch Miss Oprah, because she is the queen of frickin' talk. So I think that it's gonna, like I said, I'm a big believer that even though we're going through a bunch of caca, that right now we're making the steps towards remembering that we are all one. We're different, but we are all one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying. Go get your Dionne Warwick Twitter bio. I might just randomly keep saying that. Go on Twitter and go get Dionne Warwick to rewrite your bio. Hashtag Dionne Warwick. I think that's awesome. Oh my gosh, she's dope. You know what else is dope? I just read that the Floyd family, $27 million. Just been awarded. Is that enough? Probably not, but it's definitely a start. Oh, also in the state that I live in, Connecticut, the Crown Act has finally been passed, so natural hair, no more discrimination. It's not exactly on the same level, but his murder is a catalyst for a lot of positive change, and he will forever be remembered for that. Just a moment of silence for all of those that have been lost to the senseless police brutality. And welcome back to Random Ish with Sanja. How you doing? Okay, what's cracking? All right, so Random Ish, talk about the topics, hot topics that are going on. Well, I wouldn't even say hot topics because I don't like to talk about everything, but like things that are going on that pop out in my brain and everything like that, that make me say, oh, stop, snap, really? Oh, that's what happened. And of course, the conversations. Yeah, so I'm bringing in the randomness. Remember I was telling you I got to get a bowl and have the topics. So we'll dive into that in just a hot second. There is a situation that we must talk about, guys. The other day I woke up watching, what is it? Selling Sexy, the OnlyFans documentary on Hulu. And that got me to thinking about how, man, sex sells. Why are you playing? For those who don't know, I was a DJ at a strip club. I believe I was the only female DJ that the club in Stanford had. I think it was open for 25 years, something like that. And I did 4 nights there, and then I held a spot at another club, and then I worked at DJ'd at a swinger club too. So I am definitely the type that I don't really participate. Let me not say really, because then that sounds like I kind of do. Yeah, I don't participate, but I'm a big believer in you do you, boo. Do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You live your life. As long as you're not hurting anybody, then do you, boo, So I am always interested in with people and things that they'll do to get the dolo. And I did wonder at the beginning of the pandemic, what's going to happen to all the strippers? What's going to happen to the dancers, to the workers and stuff? Like, what are they going to do, And of course, you can't stop the streets. So many people are on the OnlyFans. I think it was supposed to be really like for creators and people who are, selling their products. If you are a true fan or a musician, then you go on there and you kind of like help support them. And basically what happened is it got took it all. And right now, Trey Songz apparently, once again, has everybody talking. What the is going on? So listen, I'm telling you, I've seen some stuff, y'all. Like I've been in a dungeon. I've seen all kinds of interesting things. But certain things I'm just kind of like, but why do you like that? That? If you haven't heard what I'm talking about, Twitter, everybody's going off on Trey Songz. First of all, the package. I'm just wondering, is that what makes people do crazy things? Is that what it is? Is that what's going on here? Is it that Big D will just make you do all kinds of just crazy things? Apparently, 2 tongues pressed up together and he's, yeah, I'm sorry I did that to you. Hocked a loogie with his mouth. Now, again, I was prefacing by saying that, I've DJ'd in the strip clubs, I've DJ'd at a swing club, so I'm trying to say that I'm not judgmental. And I'm a do you, boo, even though I'm not participating. But I will provide a sexy atmosphere with music. But that, I'm mad because the other day I also heard another little boy saying something about on TikTok, saying something about, well, I'm not the jealous type, but if we go into a party and I see that there's a bunch of guys who want to fuck you, then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick up your head and I'm going to spit in your mouth. Is that what we're doing? Ladies, is that what you're doing? Ladies, it's Rona. Why would you guys be doing that? It's Rona. Even if it wasn't. Why are you letting some man spit in your mouth? Why are you letting a girl spit in your mouth? I know, right? Now you can't get that out of your head. I know. And I'm just wondering, it's got to be the D, okay? It's got to be the D. That's all I can think about. I think the D somehow allows for bad behavior. I heard a comedian once say that fellas know when they got you, ladies, okay? They freaking know when they got you. When you make that crazy sound that you've never made before, that's when they know that they could just go out and just do all kinds of stupid stuff and you ain't going no damn where. So I gave that same advice to my daughter the other day. Don't be making that damn sound. Keep that to yourself. Even if he's making you feel really good, girl, don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Okay? Moving on. Okay, let's get into our topics for the day. The wee guy. Told him love seems to be the theme and the topic of the week. You know, the wee guy. I know you guys, ladies, I know we've all experienced the wee guy. And sometimes the wee guy really does get us, right? I even saw, I'm going to give you a great episode of Sex and the City. One of my favorite characters, Miss Samantha. She was messing with, I think he was a club guy, you know. So she's the strong, independent woman. She knows I'm going to keep it simple, keep it pushing, keep it moving. And then that way I don't get hurt. I'm not saying that everybody should be that way. I'm just saying that that's the way her character is, blah, 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 yada, yada. She never really falls for the wee guy. She met a certain guy, tried to keep it at arm's length. He kept, we should rent a house. We should go do this during the summer. We should do that. Oh, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. Da, 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 da. And then she fell for it. What happened? She fell for it and then, voila, he disappears. The wee guy. Ladies, beware of the wee guy. You know, I think that if you've been together for a certain amount of time, right? If it's been a certain amount of time and he's shown like with actions, like if he says he's going to call you and then he does, if he says this is what we're going to do and then it happens, then when he starts saying, well, we are going to do this and I have plans for us to do this and, you know, I want us to get a house and we should fix our credit and we should, you know, have a baby and we should do this. Then we take that wee guy seriously, right? But if it's just a guy that you've been dating for a while, or even if it's someone you're in a relationship with, but he's always not doing what he said he gonna do, then don't believe him when he's trying to give you the future instances of we should just to try to keep you. I do feel like there are people, and I'm not gonna just say, let's not just leave it at guys, because girls do this too. The we, right? Well, we should do this and we should do that. Just beware of the we person, especially now with the stimmy checks that are coming in and the tax returns. I feel like we need a reminder that, ladies, some of you guys need a reminder that your stimulus and your tax return is coming. Don't let him fool you. I know you might need some. Go ahead and get some, but don't let him fool you.
Said thank you in case I don't thank you enough. A woman in the street and a freak in a union.
Remember how he was all year long. Because he's just being extra nice right now. You know how that goes.
Said thank you in case I don't thank you enough. A woman in the street and a freak in a union.
Every year around the same time.
Said thank you in case I don't thank you enough. A woman in the street and a freak in a union.
January. Right after New Year. All the fighting stops. Let me stop. Because that's not true. It doesn't, they wait till like March, right? They wait till February, March, like after you file. But listen, no, seriously, I have a problem and I have an issue with the we guy, right? Because that's something that they do. They try to manipulate and play on your hearts after you guys have gotten into a fight, right? And they've been completely freaking ridiculous. But then they want to try to hold you in place with, but we are family, but we are together. We've decided to do this. Everybody's allowed to change their minds, right? And in 2021, we are not putting up with less than what we deserve and what we want. We are not freaking doing that. We're not yelling and screaming. That's ridiculous. Why are you in a relationship with somebody that you're yelling and screaming with? What is wrong with you? You know, aren't the purpose of relationships, man and woman, to be like sexy and fun? Isn't that what you're supposed to be doing together? Yeah, there's going to be friction. Of course, there's going to be disagreements, but the yelling and screaming at the top of your lungs, I don't know. Or even just the talking shit. I saw this crazy freaking meme. Two old white people sitting on their porch. I'm going to see if I can try to find it for you. Where she's talking smack to him, calling him a bitch. She's like, you need to get out of here. And he's like, oh, bitch, if I could leave you, I would. But this house is just as much as mine. And
I got you find out.
Why don't you get your ragged ass up and go home?
Hey, son of a bitch, I'm as much home here as you are.
No, you're not.
Well, you
I
find
beg
out.
your damn
Well,
pardon.
whose goddamn name's on the deed?
Mine and yours.
But mine is first.
I don't give a fuck if it's
That's not a boy.
first,
That's not-
second, third, or whatever.
Yes,
I put my damn myself.
Who the hell wants you out, you crazy thing? Boy,
I hate you.
I know that. I know
hate
that.
you.
Why don't you shoot me, you son of a bitch?
I would if it wasn't for going to jail.
Well, hell, they wouldn't even have you in jail.
they're like 75, you know? Who the fuck wants to be that miserable in life? I'm just saying, no, seriously, no. Why stay in a relationship that you are unhappy in, or that you fight crazy in, or if you're with somebody who is constantly manipulating you with the we should talk, we should go to therapy, but you never actually do. We should build our credit. We should get it together. We are a family. What? Or the person who makes you feel like you need to do everything because we're a family. Again, we're not doing that anymore. So the we guy, the we girl, make sure that if they're talking about we, they've been backing it up with action. You should be able to see it first with the little things, with the phone calls, with the when you go out on your dates, you know, are they asking you, are we having conversations about this? Are they finding out what it is that you like? Are they having any conversation about future plans, about things that they are wanting to do, and then asking you about what you're trying to do? Because if that's the case, I do feel like maybe possibly if they then say we, it might be real, because now they've weighed and taken into account what you're trying to do with your life, what path you're on, where you're going, and how that then could mesh together. But the guy or the girl who just immediately, because you guys have had great sex, or because you feel like we're so connected, I feel like I've known you forever, then starts telling you the we. I'm just saying, I know people who've gotten stuck in relationships for years with people who started out with the we, and 7-8 years later, the things that they told you that we should do still hasn't happened yet. So make sure that you adjust your crown, ladies and fellas, kings and queens out here. Make sure you adjust your crown. Always love yourself. And the only we you need to be worried about, especially if you're single, all right, if you just got out of a relationship, or if you're brand new dating, this does not apply to married people. You better be saying we, and you better be meaning it. That's the whole point of being married. But if you are freshly single, you are just getting into a relationship, how about you worry about the we of you and your connection to our source? That's the only we that you need to be worried about. You do that, and the right person who, when they say we, will back it up and show you that they mean it and they are worthy of them being a part of your we. Hello. You ain't a part of their we. They are now worthy to be a part of your we. Hello. Then that's the guy that you should be putting, or girl that you should be or person. That's the person that you should be putting your heart and soul into. Until then, girl, keep it pushing. All right, so I'm gonna head on out of here. I got a good show coming up for you too, talking with Mr. Gary Downing from Happy Cleaning. We'll be talking about all kinds of good stuff. So make sure that you keep checking back for new episodes of Random-ish. Thanks for listening. You can always go to thanks for watching Random-ish. You can always go and follow us on Instagram. It's Manifest Beauty TV and also Random-ish with Sandra. Go to the website.
96.7 The Buzz. What's happening? Hey, so are you into manifesting? Have you read some of those books on the laws of attraction? Me too. I'm actually a featured writer. One of my stories, actually two of my stories from back in the day, from like 2008, I want to say, is up there on The Secret. I've been into manifesting for a mean minute. And there's some things that I picked up on. Boy, I'm not even going to get into it, but I want you to also manifest your life because technically you're doing it anyway. So you might as well do it on purpose and know what real manifesting is. Check out the book, Manifest Beauty, written by me, Sandra Denise. Exercises, explanation. I'm excited because I'm almost done with book number 2. I just really want to see people living happily, you know, and it's not about cars and things like that. That's what I used to think too, but it's really not, because technically the way that we are created, you're manifesting all the time. So you might as well get in on doing it deliberately. It's Manifest Beauty, written by me, Sandra Denise, on Amazon.com, Walmart.com, and a couple of other places where books are sold.